Hello and welcome everyone to another episode of Toonkind 12 frames a second. I am Authenticity. I will be playing Ford Doe. I am joined by the spectacular, the lovely, the splendiferous, the absolutely spectacular.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was waiting on the other person who's in this FPS to talk.
Is you bitch.
You couldn't have been referring to me. That doesn't track. Hi,
It's
hello.
you bitch.
My name my name is Jade, or Mega Magma in online circles, if you know it that way. I am playing Jhonny Doe, the sibling twin to John Doe.
We got ourselves a couple of little guys.
Yeah, it's a couple little babies, and absolutely nothing wrong is going to happen to any of these kids. This is a past FPS, by the way, in case you were wondering. It takes place back. I wanted to start singing the Samurai Jack theme song, but then I remember I don't know. So, but yes. So, I am setting the scene. Yes, correct. That is what I said I'd do. Okay,
yes,
so
where the fuck are we?
This is a good question. While I don't know the exact name of it, perhaps he doesn't have enough people living. But what we do know is that the place where we find ourselves is near the coast of Anquel. Perhaps near a fishery town where loads of fish come in and out of trade, with a large boardwalk big enough for multiple ships to travel through, and bright sandy beaches. These beaches, in of itself, are where we find ourselves. This is where Johnford, the tiny little child gremlin, finds himself. And what is he specifically doing, author?
He's fighting back tears. Because he is looking for his brother, and actually I should roll a perception. He has not found his brother, and this is a problem.
Please do. Roll perception, please. 13. So this is enough to notice that nearby there's a place where the sea kind of recedes into the sand, it creates like a little pool of water in it, and out of that sandy beach, it eventually turns into earth and then grass above, and nearby a root of a tree that's sitting on top of that small little hill is a bit of clothing that you find familiar. It's your brother's little tunic thingy that he wears.
In the mind of Ford Doe, I'm afraid to say that his immediate thought is, "Oh God, that's where they dumped his body."
Yeah.
I mean, I guess he's just gonna go over and find. Is there like a good stick around?
Yeah, that's easy enough to find. There's a large stick.
He's gonna go over, wiping away tears solemnly, and just sort of poke it.
Okay. It eventually falls off. So it seems like it kind of got taken off. It's a little bit wet. Like it's just slightly damp.
Well, time to bring home the remains to Mother.
And that is when you're 13, as you think that. Alights you with the sound of giggling coming from near the pool. because this is like you haven't stepped inside yet. Where the little root is just protruding out of the dirt. The little pool of water that recedes from the ocean is still out of your sight, but you can hear a little bit of giggling coming from behind it. Familiar giggling.
Jhonn Doe carefully considers which swear word to shout at his brother. I think I have a little bit of confusion just in terms of the layout. In what manner would Jhonn Doe have to act in order to bonk his brother with a stick?
In what would you have to do to go wank your brother with a stick?
Yeah, we're talking full Cain instinct.
Absolutely. Go around, climb the little hill that separates the dirt and the sand. Go up so you're above it, and then just go from behind him and knock him over the fucking head. You wanted to do that. Oh, you're gonna have to roll stealth.
I was gonna say.
Yeah.
That's a 5. That's a 5, folks.
Roll me it's trying to climb down. Roll me a dexterity saving throw.
A dexterity saving throw.
Yeah, just a little dexterity saving throw.
That's another 13.
It's a 13. You managed to catch yourself before you go like full tumbling, like because you're trying to climb down this little dirt hill into where the sand is, and then then to the water so you can go whack your fucking brother. But perhaps you misstep and you hit a piece of rock, and you manage to catch yourself, but Johnny knows you're here. And he turns around, and now you can see, by the way, that he is just wearing his underwear. He's in the water. He kind of found like a little pool all to himself, and he was just like, that's why he had taken off his tunic. And the moment that he sees you, he begins running towards you and just yells, and this is where I have to fucking voice for him. Ford! God, I hate child voices. I am not good at them.
I gently pet you. Sorry, I think you might have cut out a little bit. What has he yelled as a battle cry?
Oh, he just yelled, get down here, you Poindexter!
Okay, that's actually a very good voice for a tiny Johnny. Jhonn sort of looks between his naked brother and the stick and just like tosses it at him and yells, "You're an embarrassment to society!"
You're the one who almost fell down a hill. Get down here.
He just sputters and adjusts his glasses and very carefully makes his way down the hill at a very dignified pace.
Oh, if that's what it's going to be, then Johnny might grab the stick that you have just thrown at him and throw it at you.
Alright.
Please make another dex stick.
It's a 19, fucker.
You grab your arm and with dexterity that is unbeknownst to you, swing across and the stick hits where you were gonna be, but you manage to catch yourself and you see down, like it just hits Johnny on the head as it comes back down.
He pushes his glasses up and just sort of like looks pleased and pretends that was on purpose.
Beautiful.
Mm.
When you finally get back down. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
He stops and rolls up his trousers, like the neat little child that he is, before he actually gets near the water because he knows he's going to get splashed. Like he knows he's going to get splashed.
What do you think? Johnny's basically all in underwear, all but underwear. Or yes, he took everything but his underwear.
Yes.
Just yeah. Look, I found this tide pool.
You didn't find anything. It was here before you got here.
Yeah, but I found it, and there was nobody else here.
I thought you were dead earlier.
What do you mean I was dead? I just got up early.
You never get up early. You sleep more than anyone else I know.
And you see, I had something I needed to do, and he actually looks away as he says that, and he's not lying, but he's hiding something.
Mm-hmm. Getting a little nerd glare.
Look. I did have something to do in the morning, okay?
Glaring harder.
Okay, follow me. I swear it'll be dope. 1 second. Actually, I need to put on clothes. He goes to put on clothes, which are all hanging, and then he finds that his tunic is not there.
Mm-hmm.
Did you grab my tunic?
Ford holds up the tunic. Does
Give
not
it back.
Hold it above his head.
We're the same height.
You still have to try to get you though.
One moment. What is the add to this? So it's a +5. He is throwing a dagger at the tunic. I'd like to think with a 17 he hits, and he gets pinned. He gets pinned to the cliff.
Mm.
Yes.
How high up the cliff do you think?
Well, they're not very high, so maybe like a foot above their head.
I mean, it was being held pretty well up there, and he was throwing at an angle.
Maybe like 4 feet above their heads, like enough that they would need to like actually, he would need to be able to go up and get it.
Yeah, Ford just looks back at the tunic and goes, "Did you just stab your own clothing?"
Yeah, I have holes in my clothing all the time.
Yeah, I know, you get yelled for it.
Yeah, and he's heading towards it, and he sees that it's a little bit higher than he wanted it. And he says, "Can you just use magic to come get it down, please?"
Crosses his arms.
If I promise you that the thing I'm gonna show you is super cool and you'll be super excited, will you get down my tunic for me?
He groans. And he takes out a little booklet that has there's a little booklet that he takes out of his pocket that has a patch on the cover that's been sewn on. And the patch is in the it's in the sorry, I can't words tonight. It's in the shape of a hand with 4 fingers.
Oh, yes.
And he casts the cantrip Mage Hand, and a 4-fingered hand pops into existence and pulls the dagger out and just lets the tunic flop to the floor.
Nice. And Grunkle John, or sorry, Johnny just grabs it and puts it on. And did he also grab the dagger, or did he leave it up there?
The mage hand is still holding the dagger.
Give it back.
The
I
mage
only
hand
have so many of
retired.
those. I can take out another one and hit you instead.
Then you get in trouble for killing your brother. I'm a wizard. I have no hit points.
And he takes out another dagger. And before I do this, hey, we never made a fucking announcement for the gallery.
We didn't ping, huh?
Yeah, we did not ping. Hey, Grunkle's past FPS happening now.
The bottomless heights gang is gonna kill us.
Yeah, negative 16 minutes ago. What did? All right, there we go.
In particular, I'm scared of Marzi.
This is fine. Either way. And he takes out another dagger, and he's gonna actually chuck it at the mage hand.
And the mage hand?
Yeah.
Cool, how does this resolve?
The mage hand just ends, because if you just fucking hit a mage hand, it just kind of ends, if I remember how the spell works correctly. So he just chucks it at the mage hand, and so 2 daggers are now falling into the ground. And he just runs.
We should make dex checks again.
Sure.
13. I guess only 13s for this boy tonight. Ironically.
Okay, I'm so sorry about that. Okay. Yeah, 13 and 14 though, I still think that they make it. And the daggers just fall on the ground onto the dirt. And with that fucking 90 movement speed, because this is a kid who's a rogue, he just fucking jumps and grabs both of them and shoves them in Samus' face. And alright, you can start following me now. And he's kind of starts running further down the beach in the same direction that you that you were heading when you were first looking for him, past the little tide pool. And it takes a bit, but after a bit of walking, you eventually reach like the underneath a boardwalk, where the wooden boards are above us. There's like giant wooden pillars holding up the boards that head off to the ocean, and underneath it, there's a little diamond-shaped entry up.
Like a rhombus or like a diamond?
Like a diamond.
Okay. Do you look back at Ford?
Yes.
His eyes are enormous. This is his shit.
I told you!
Yeah. Come on! And he'll run past you.
Have fun with that. 90 movement speed, baby.
Yes, and this is a weak nerd.
Yeah. And then he heads towards the entrance. And how are we getting past these boards?
I mean,
what's Ford gonna do?
I'm looking at his spells. He does have Shatter.
He has Shatter. I mean, up to you, I guess, if that's what you want to use it. Wait. This requires a simple touch. And one moment.
Are you going to punch it?
Yes. And immediately you see that thing that happens when you punch something, where it didn't even meet the DC for the wood, where like his hand kind of like crunches up, and then it does like a little like electrocution effect across his outline, and he just says, "Oh."
I think he just gently takes his brother by the shoulders, and leads him out of the range of the spell. And then let me look up what Cheddar does, because I only kind of remember.
I mean, for wooden boards like this, I'm gonna let you know, Shatter's just gonna break them.
Mm-hmm.
Like, absolutely, wood splinters are flying everywhere. You just want to make note that you use that.
Okay.
And also describe him casting the spell too.
So there's a very long moment where he very studiously flips through his book. Flips through it a little bit more. Checks the index.
How long is it gonna take?
Hold on, I'm used to this book. And then he walks, I don't know, about 60 feet backwards, and makes sure that his brother is behind him.
Well, I never get to see the spells up close.
And he digs through his pockets, and he takes out a chip of mica. And he holds out the hand that has only four fingers on it. And he does a motion. And then there's this noise, like an alarm bell, like the school bell when you're standing right underneath it. Like, it's the worst noise you've ever heard. And let's see. The boards take 3d8 thunder damage.
They do not have that much health.
Mm-hmm.
They have like 1 health each.
Just for funsies.
Yeah, if you wanna roll.
Wait, hang on, that's not how we do it.
Oh yeah.
So
it is like an explosion of wooden chips.
Yep. And he very calmly puts his book back and sort of brushes the mica shards off his hands and starts walking again.
Johnny just puts his arms holds up his crosses his arms and says, "I could have done that too." Like,
oh, were you gonna punch it into explosion?
Yeah, I did that once. Remember?
He just looks back at him.
I'd like to imagine there's another scene of them at maybe a karate class, something like that, or at least him at a karate class. Maybe Ford isn't part of it. Ford is just in the sidelines, and him punching like a wooden board, and it takes him 3 different tries before he actually punches through it.
God, that's the karate mood, though.
Yeah,
and, it was there's different types of boards for different skill levels, and it was the white belt board, and he was an orange belt.
Correct.
Yeah, and I mean, we zoom back into right now, and Ford's just looking at him.
Whatever, and he's trailing past them towards the entryway of this diamond-shaped entryway.
Mm.
Yeah.
Ford will follow.
Fantastic. Now we're entering what is basically a small little cave dungeon in a sense. You can hear little drippings of because this is near the sea, so there's probably water in a lot of these places, and so there is there's little drippings of just drops. You hear drops echoing throughout the little cavern. There's not much light coming in. A couple of times there's little bits of light that come from above where there's little cracks in the earth and that just allow a little bit of light through. In fact, I don't believe either of us have dark vision.
Nope. And this boy does not have light.
Nope. So this is where Johnny takes out a little tinderbox out of his hammer space. One.
Ford eyes this warily.
Ah, yes. I
A
won.
fumble.
I don't have a fumble sheet for Jhonn Doe. So,
Wait, hang on. All of it is like stuff that a school kid would steal.
yes. And so he takes out a what did he stolen from? He stole. He takes out a test like a test key from like a teacher, and it's a test that they took last week. And
Didn't
Ford,
he fail that though?
I'm gonna say that they barely managed because they weren't copying off the test sheet; they were copying off of you. But they needed to change a couple of the things to make it look like it was like he didn't cheat. Because if he had gotten a perfect grade, it would have been obvious.
God.
So he got like a D, just passing.
I love this child who cheats in order to get a D.
Very smart. Not very smart yet.
God.
He'll get smarter. He'll get a little bit smarter. A little more conning. But so they take out this paper sheet, and there's still a little bit of light coming in from the entryway, and so Ford can see this test sheet.
Yeah, he's just looking at it. He looks extremely disappointed in you.
What? Oh, like I wasn't gonna look. That's a lot of time. Studying takes way too much time.
Stealing things takes more.
It really doesn't when you're this good at it. And
he just continues to look disappointed.
And then he puts it back in his hammer space and tries to take out the tinderbox again.
That's another fumble.
That's another fumble? How the fuck does I forget how the fumble chart works then?
After the first fumble, you have to get above a 5 to not fumble again.
Ah, I see. Alrighty then. Then he probably takes out one of the school keys.
One of the school keys?
Yeah, like keys to one of the school doors.
Why would you want to get into the school? You hate school.
How do you think I got the test results? You think I got that during school time?
Why wouldn't you? He's just
people?
like...
You go at night. God, you really don't know anything about stealing. And he puts it back in his pockets. Okay. Is that a fumble still, or?
I actually don't know.
Is it 5 to 10, or I think you say it's 5 to 10 because I'm having to come up with stuff every single time I do this. And he takes out the tinderbox and just finally, and with it he also takes out I'm gonna say a torch and then lights it. Here, use your mage hand or whatever.
He will again cast Mage Hand, and he will take the torch, and he will use the unlit part to bonk him on the noggin.
I'm the one who got his look. And Johnny will continue to walk forward towards this little cavern. And so as they walk forward, it is it is like a little cave. It's kind of like a little like to a kid. This is wonderful because it's like kind of like exploring. There's bugs everywhere. There's like you can hear a little bit of water running from somewhere deeper inside. Like there's a little echo. So when they yell like "hello, hello," there's that little bit. If you want to come up with like a little obstacle too, by the way, feel free.
I think that but we both roll I thought we both roll perception.
Sure. He has something, and no, +2. Okay, he's fine. It's 12.
Okay. A 16.
6.
I'm gonna say with 12 and 16, Ford sees it first, which is a problem because he immediately stops and starts inspecting the wall. And the wall is covered in graffiti, but someone's actually graffitied, like, it actually looks like mathematical symbols onto the stone.
Gross.
Like, and Ford just kind of like goes, huh. Okay, so the square
It's a math
area,
cave?
area of the rectangle is calculated by... Wait, this doesn't make sense. Johnny, come look at this.
Why would I want to look at dumb math on a cave? I came here to explore cool things.
This is a cool thing. Look, they're using non-Euclidean geometry. Because it's a non-Euclidean surface.
You have a non-Euclidean brain.
You have a non-Euclidean face. Literally. That's what non-Euclidean means. It's not a flat surface.
You're gonna hurt me with the brain. I'm gonna tell Mom.
Oh, come on first.
Tell Mom first of what? That we found a cool cave? That I found a cool cave?
You just showed me all the stuff you stole.
That's beside the point.
You will have to do something to tear your brother away from this very cool math, cave math.
What to tear away a nerd? How to tear away a nerd from cave math? Johnny gets a wonderful, beautiful idea.
Oh, really, though?
Roll me a charisma saving throw.
A charisma saving throw?
Wisdom saving throw.
Oh, boy. Oh, that's even better. 14.
14. One moment. What's the DC for this? Damn it! You make it. This is the worst. You can feel a spell being casted upon you as Johnny just says, "Hey, I learned a new joke recently. My ex-wife still misses me, but her aim is getting better." And you feel Tasha's hideous laughter being casted up.
I think Ford just sort of like looks at him like, what?
You know, because love is terrible.
This is why Mom was talking to you the other day about going to see the doctor.
We were talking about going to see the doctor because we both have our doctor's visit coming up.
No, the other one. The one that prescribes pills.
Wow. I cannot believe you would insult your brother this much.
He is ignoring you in favor of the math.
One moment, he's putting on a performance. I just think performance modifier was, and it's +5. Here we go. E4.
Oh, Oh, it didn't go through on my end.
He looks.
Wait, where are you?
I'm in roll zone.
Are you? Oh, there we are. Oh, hell yeah, that is a 24.
And you see, it looks like he's crying. He's about to cry.
Oh no! Oh, but this is a soft boy who does not like to see his brother cry. He will immediately jump up and start apologizing.
I can't believe you would troll me like that. You butt! It was just you slapping.
God.
Come on, there's more cave, and your stupid math stuff can wait for later.
I think John Ford actually like takes a sec and just sits on the ground where he got pushed, and then he'll get up and follow.
Am I rolling insight on this? Because now I feel bad.
I mean, you can. It depends on if you think Johnny would.
No, but I would.
Oh, actually, I should roll.
Hate having to stick to a character.
Oh, dang. Okay.
Ah, fuck.
So
What is that for?
that would be a nat 1 for deception, folks. So it depends on whether or not Johnny would actually look back.
If it takes him a bit, like if he hesitates for a bit, he's going to. He does look back.
I mean, you know your brother pretty well. He like you can see him actively trying to hide it, but like he does look like sort of a little bit like hollow. Just a little bit like he's pushing something down. He is repressing, capital R.
Johnny sighs a little bit. He walks back. He extends out a hand to help him up.
He will take the hand. He always takes the hand when his brother offers it.
And right before he can let go, he pulls him into a hug.
Yeah, no, cuties, get off.
Awkward sibling hug.
Awkward sibling hug. Pat, pat.
So what's up? Come on. You can tell me on the way.
I don't want to talk about it. Let's just go.
I'm not a dummy. I might not be smarter than you, but I'm not a dummy. What's up?
He just kind of looks at you.
Okay, is it me? Am I? Did I have a? Wait, do I have something in my mouth?
Yes, it's teeth.
Oh. All right, Poindexter. If you're so smart, how about you start spitting? Tell me what's up.
I don't know. I don't ever actually want to be mean to you, right? You know that, right?
Yeah, we're siblings.
Okay.
We're twins. I know I called your dumb math stuff earlier, like dumb, but like it's your thing. You like it, and that means I have to tolerate it. You know, because I care about you. And don't make me say these kind of things. They're gross. I already gave you the awkward sibling hug.
You brought this on yourself. I wanted to just repress it.
Yeah, well, I'm the one who's smarter about emotions, and so that's bad. I think that's what the doctor told me, at least.
He just sort of like, I I mean, he nods because this is true. You are smarter when it comes to emotion stuff. But that doesn't mean he's going to take your advice.
Yeah. All right. Come on. We can still have a really cool day if we keep following the cave. There might be more stuff down here. We don't really know.
There could be anything down here. There could be anything down here.
Could be more math.
He looks visibly cheered at this.
And as they travel downwards, further into the cave, it actually starts turning into a little bit of light. And it seems like there's a crack in the earth that allows light to come through, and the sound of rushing water is much louder. But both of us can roll perception checks beforehand.
Sure.
Yeah, before we reach the end.
Perception. Ooh, fun.
The 14. I'm going to say Johnny doesn't see it.
7.
Yeah. Neither would Johnford. So we're going to skip it for the audience. As the twins walk by, a little bit of the wall gets lit up, and it's not noticeable, but engraved in the wall, similar to the scribings from before, the mathematical equations of non-Euclidean geometry, is a large circle with a square in the center, wearing a hat and a scarf, depicting a bunch of different symbols along a wheel. But they go past it. And eventually they reach the end of the cave. There's kind of like an ingrown, a little bit of an underwater lake here, kind of like a bunch of water that has accumulated in this specific area. And on the shore of this, where the light shining brightly upon the shore, is a half-destroyed ship.
I mean,
Johnny looks amazed.
Yeah, when he looks back at Ford is doing like little happy wiggles.
Treasure! There could be treasure in there!
I mean, yeah, but it's a ship! It's a ship!
Last one to get in the ship gets scurvy, and
That's not how scurvy works.
I don't care how scurvy works, and he starts running.
I mean, he also starts running, but he is a weak little nerd.
That's fine.
There's nothing he can do.
Johnny just points and gets and says, scurvy!
I'll eat some oranges when we get home. It'll be fine.
Oh god, this thing is so cool. Oh. And he's just walking around like touching everything. He has a couple of splinters by the end of it, but he does not mind. What's John for doing?
I think he's gonna like go and like check the name of the ship. Like he's gonna peek over the side and count how many masts there are. He's writing everything down.
It's a tiny ship. Like it's a small sailing vessel, enough for like 2 people to commandeer it. Which is pretty big by standards, but you know what I mean. It's not like it's a fucking pirate ship. And there is no name on it. It seems like whatever wear and tear has happened to it has caused the name to wear completely off. And so it's just sitting here. And Johnny walks up towards the front of the ship. I don't know ship terminology. And
Four?
Maybe port side. Maybe I don't actually know.
The front of the ship is the 4.
The 4, okay. He walks towards the 4. Towards the 4, and then puts his leg up on the little railing and or at least he tries to. He's a little too small, and just says like, he just declares, "This ship is now ours."
Johnny, come look! It's another Jhonn Doe.
What?
Look, there's no name. It's a Jhonn Doe, just like us.
And Johnny's eyes get starry-eyed.
Yeah, Ford is like, he's doing little hops. Like, he's not climbing on it because he's pretty sure that if he does, he'll die. But like,
Johnny's all over
he's just
it.
doing circles.
Yeah, Johnny is all over it.
Yeah, that's fine. He's already assumed his brother is dead once this day.
And so, with your stating that, he just says, "This is the next. This is the third Johnny. This is the third John. This is the Jhonn War."
We're not calling it a Jhonn War.
I'm pretty sure by the end of the day, I can convince you to call it the Jhonn War. And it is we need to get it out of here. We could repair it.
Yeah, I mean, is it gonna fit? How'd it get in here?
Well, there's more water that way, and I can kind of feel a draft. And this is the point in which I think we could do a little montage.
Yeah,
You ever seen how they got the Tiki Moa statues like from one location to another?
Yeah, like kind of walking them forward with ropes.
Yeah, well, with ropes and also like putting logs underneath them, and so we kind of like every single day, maybe like both of us have come back with like a large log that we just kind of took out, like stole from somewhere, probably like a sawmill somewhere. Johnny says that they're giving them away. I have a +7 deception.
Yeah, this sort of taking logs from the sawmill, as children do.
Don't worry about it. And they kind of bring back like one log every day because it's a lot for a kid. And eventually they get onto the logs and like start rolling them and then moving like the logs themselves until finally like probably like a month later, because this would be a probable multi-day project.
Oh, absolutely. And also they had school.
We have school. They finally get the little ship out, and by the end of it, if you would allow it, it has the name Jhonn War painted on it.
I think that like in the montage, there's like it keeps cutting back to a whiteboard with like dozens upon dozens of different names, most of them variations on John. And like all of the names are scribbled out except Jhonn War.
And Johnny just looks at John for like with the smuggest face.
Wait, hang on, I need to roll something. Okay. 18. Johnny is not hit. He is simply looked at derisively.
And eventually the name Jhonn War is painted up on the boat. Now, No, I don't think it should be. I don't think it should be done now. I think this is a. I think that's an FPS for later.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think. I think this is where this FPS um, doesn't come too close yet, obviously, but like this is like where we're getting close up there. And
Yeah, by the way, I will say I have a little bit of an epilogue.
oh
When
please, yes.
when we're ready.
Um, but yeah, they have the name on there. They have the boat out on the beach itself. Like maybe you know what? It's hidden in the little alcove in the little tide pool that they found.
Oh, where he found an underwear Johnny.
Yeah.
Wait, where he found Johnny in his Jons.
Yes. Ah, correct. Where he found Johnny and his Jons. And that is where the little ship, has been hidden this whole time. And it's kind of just slowly been fixing up. They kind of always come back to it. Like there's like months of time where like they have school or they go away somewhere else, and they can't come back to it, but they always kind of come back to it, and
Yeah.
it's a fun time. Uh, is there anything else?
Um, I think it might be cool as just a closing shot of just like when it's far more completed, not completely, but like they've been working on it um for a long while. There's like our closing scene is Johnny stretching down his arm to help Johnford onto the deck of the ship. And Johnford takes the hand because he always takes the hand when his brother offers it. And are you? Do you have anything else you want to say before we
Oh
end?
shit! I'm a dumbass. This is where we're supposed to set that up. Okay. Um.
There we go.
Here we go. And Johnny just finally, like, as he gets him up, he kind of just takes a moment to outlook into the ocean, like, um and looks back at Johnford, and he just says, like, once we get this boat lifted up, we should sail across the entire sea, like, even to the like outside of Inkwell.
Yeah, we could go to Faruma. We could go farther than Faruma. We could go to the
We could go
poles.
we can go all over Zatori.
We
We
could
can
go
find
to the
some hot
turtles.
babes. We can find some hot babes.
Gross.
You're gross.
You're gross.
You wanna You want a pinky promise?
Yeah. Yeah, let's pinky promise. And then they do. They pinky promise that when they are ready, they will sail the oceans together. And how do you feel about an epilogue right about now?
I would be delighted. Go ahead.
It pans away from the brothers standing on the ship of the John of War. And as it pans across the beach, we see time pass. We see snow fall and fade away. We see uh, leaves grow on the tree above the alcove again and again and again. We see years pass. And we enter the cave. Again, time still passing at prolific rate, and we see the light change and shift like dancers as the years go by. And we see that wheel with the square in the middle. And we focus on one of the symbols. We focus on the symbol of a four-fingered hand. And time slows down. It passes at a rate of 1 second per second, just as it should. just in time for the symbol of the hand, the four-fingered hand, the pinky of it breaks. Thanks for listening, everybody.
Good night, and good evening, and good morning. Bye-bye.
Goodbye. Thank you so much.
Yeah.